through a lot of hell and heaven. It helps a lot with my personal brand as well. Not a vlog. I wanted to make this video long ago, patterns, and I've understood loops that all human beings psychologically we go through, and going with intention. Evolution of thoughts. So I've written it best at dealing with feelings and emotions. I was in my past, how I am now, and how I'll be in my future. 10 years had a lot of insecurity with money, being rich and being wealthy. I'm 20 years old now. I mean, you can't even imagine in what extent I was introverted that I cared a lot about people's opinion back then. Now, I really don't give a lot of books concerning a lot of great mentors. I have had a great mentors throughout my life, trying to put their opinion on me. There's nothing you can't gain anything being a pessimist. I'm literally the greatest asset that you have is your mindset. I love to be alone. I had a lot of traumas. Putting out this video to the whole world, thinking in a higher frequency. Present, I'm very extroverted people. I'm the center of attraction. Everyone loves me now. I mean, they see something different in me just because I'm extrovert. I love my life. Hi everyone. Welcome to my new vlog. Not a vlog. I wanted to make this video long ago, and I had written it in my diary that I want to make how I have transformed and my evolution of thoughts. So I had written it. I want to speak in three perspectives. Like I would be speaking how I was in my past, how I am now, and how I'll be in my future. And let's go through it one by one. Speaking of my past, I was very introvert. I mean, you can't even imagine in what extent I was introverted that I wouldn't spend any time with my friends. I would be alone in my circle. Don't want to speak on. I had a long, very vague and strange stage fear. I couldn't dare to speak in front of anyone not even in my native language. I was so introverted. I mean, I had a lot of traumas hitting, so I couldn't speak. And if you speak of present, I'm very extroverted. I'm I'm the center of attraction. I can speak very well. In fact, I'm putting out this video to the whole world, and I think I'm blessed and gone through a lot of hell and heaven to be in this position. So I thank God. And speaking of future, I'll continue to be extrovert. I mean, I love being an extrovert because there is a lot of advantages. You get to network with people, and it helps a lot with my personal brand as well. If you want to take away from something from this, from my first point, be an extrovert. At least have a courage enough to put out your point of view and put out your opinion on something, not to keep it with yourself. And next is confused. I didn't even know that what I would be, what I want, my intentions, and basically anything that I would do is what I would go with the flow, and that's very wrong thing to do. If you think of my present, I'm very clear with my intentions, as in I can predict what I'm going to do, and I'm very focused on one thing, that what I would be doing. So that has changed, going with the flow and going with intention. And speaking of my future, it will be more sharper. My intentions are going to be more niche focused. I mean, I'll just hit one target at a time, not everything at once. And the third thing that I had experienced in my past is traumas. I used to, like, a lot of things piled up, being an introvert, not sharing with anyone, and I didn't have a habit of creating content or writing blogs back then. So I was fighting battles in my mind. I couldn't put it out. So those things piled up together became traumas. I mean, I uh, couldn't handle it alone. So I've faced a lot. I didn't put it and tell people about that, but now I've understood patterns, I've understood loops that all human beings psychologically we go through. So anything that if I feel that, uh, let me take a moment here. If I feel again going through the loop, now I understand that I'm in a loop. So it's very easy for me to come out of the loop and understand the outside view and not getting into loops and traumas again. And speaking of my future, I'll be best at dealing with feelings and emotions. I'm on the road to the best. I can handle it to 80%, 85% now. If you speak 5 years from now, I'll be master in it. My past 10 years, basically first 10 years it was like just growing up. I'm 20 years old now. From last 10 years I had a lot of insecurity with money. I used to think a very negative ways. I used to think ways of not getting there rather than thinking of how to get there, and a lot of insecurity with money. I didn't know how to handle it. I spent lavishly. I didn't even make money. I used to uh, you know didn't make a single penny. Not last 2 to 3 years I made, but before that, and even last 2 to 3 years I made a lot of mistakes with money, making and risking it at all without any plans. Currently, if you want to speak of currently, I attract a lot of I attract money in multiple ways, and I love money, having money. I understand the importance in being rich and being wealthy. And speaking of future, I'll be financially independent in greater extent. Yes. The next point, who Suraj Gowder was I cared a lot about people's opinion back then, to a greater extent. For everything I did in my life, I used to care what that person is gonna think about me, what this person is gonna think about me, and I used to change my plans according to what people would think about me. But that's not the case now. I really don't don't care about people's opinion unless that I genuinely believe in them. They are very close to me. But 95%, 99% of the people, no, I really don't. I consider their points and not completely depending on what they do, like what they say, not completely doing what they say. This has changed over the years, and if you think of future, I'll be same. I'll just listen to the people I genuinely care about and believe in, and not caring of people who just trying to put their opinion on me. Next thing, pessimist. I was the greatest pessimist. I always thought of ways of not falling. What could I always thought what could go wrong, what would go wrong, and all in every field, in my studies, in my whatever I participated in. And from there to being an optimist and thinking of ways getting something that I really want, I've gone through again hell and heaven. It took me a lot of years reading a lot of books concerning a lot of great mentors. I have had a great mentors throughout my life. Uh, Not basically in the first 10 years, from there to here, not offline but online. I've seen a lot of gurus. I took right things from them, and I watch great content in YouTube and Instagram. So yes, I've understood from people's mistake and I implement in my life. I'm a optimist now. I had a great transformation, pessimist to optimist, and it wasn't easy. and I'm glad that that happened. Speaking of my future, yes, I'll be optimist forever. I think that will make me a greater person. There's nothing you can't gain anything being a pessimist. I'm literally saying this. And if you are optimist, the probability of you getting what you desire is high. It's very close to one. Probability of you getting what where you wanna be. So whoever is watching, if you want to learn something, be optimistic about everything that you think about. The I have understood over the year is the greatest asset that you have is your mindset. And if you have worked on it, if you are on right path, if you if you can navigate through your thoughts and put the right thoughts and intentionally force right thoughts, like you try to build a right thought, and you're great with it. You're great. You have a great mindset. Next thing, next thing that has happened in my life was I love to be alone. Again, speaking of introvert, I mean, I never shared my feelings with anyone. I never believed that someone could help me. And speaking of now, I'm confident around people. I'm the center of attraction. Everyone loves me now. I mean, they see something different in me just because I'm extrovert. If I would be introvert, I would be sitting in some corner and just again battling my own thoughts and thinking of future, past, all the traumas would hit again. But now my mind is clear. I think very clearly. I don't meditate regularly, but I believe in meditating. I believe in matching the frequencies and thinking in a higher frequency, and I love my life. That's what I can say. To this point, this is gonna be first part of the video, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye. And I would love to receive questions, receive your queries in comments. Whatever you want to say, you are free to comment, and comment genuinely.